Emily Dickinson spoken, butterfly spoken, poem prayer beware, but 'twas love, not me. Oh, punish, pray, the real one died for thee, just him, not me. Such guilt to love thee most, and doom it beyond the rest. Forgive that last, 'twas base as Jesus most. Let justice and not mistake, we two looked so alike, which was the guilty sake. 'Twas love's not strike, rhyme after rhyme after rhyme, rhyme all day and all night, night and night. 'Twas the old road through pain, that unfrequented one with many a turn and forn that stops ahead. Then this was the town she passed there, where she rested last, then stepped more fast. The little tracks close pressed, then not so swift, slow as feet did weary grow. Then stop no other track. Wait, look, her little book, the leaf at love, turned back, her very hat, and this worn shoe just fits the track. Herself, though fled another bed, a short one woman, and make tonight in chambers bright, to out of sight, though for her horse good night to touch her head, wraps until off pops my head again and again. 'Twas warm at first like us, until there crept upon a chill, the frost upon a glass, till to all the scene be gone, the forehead copied stone, the fingers grew too cold to ache, and like a skater's brook, the busy eyes congealed, it straightened, that was all. It crowded cold to cold, and multiplied indifference, as pride were all it could, and even when with cords, 'twas lowered like a weight. It made no signal, nor demurred, but dropped like an adamantly rapping. A dying tiger moaned for a drink. I hunted all the sand. I caught the dripping of a rock, and it bore it in my hand. His mighty balls and death were thick, but searching I could see a vision on the retina of water, and of me. 'Twas not my blame who sped too slow, 'twas not his blame who died while I was reaching him, but 'twas the fact that he was dead. Raps again until off pops my head, again and again. A still volcano, life that flickered in the night, when it was dark enough to, without a race in sight, a quiet earthquake style too subtle to suspect by natures that this side of Naples, the north cannot detect, the solemn, a torrid symbol, the lips that never lie, whose hissing corals part and shut, and cities ooze away, away, I fly away, afraid of whom am I afraid? Not death, for who is he? The porter of my father's lodge, as much abasseth me of life, twere odd, I fear, a thing that comprehendeth me in one or two existences, as deity decree of resurrection in the east, afraid to trust the morn with her fastidious forehead, as soon impeach my crown. Wow, and ignorance a sunset, confer upon my eye of territory, color, circumference, decay, its amber revelation, exhilarate the base, omnipotence inspection of our inferior face, and when the solemn features confirm in victory, we start as if detected in immortality, as at leisure is the soul that gets a staggering blow of the width of life before it spreads without a thing to do. It begs you give it work, but just the place and pins, or humblest patchwork children do, to help its vacant hands, perhaps again and again, till off pops my head ahead. But little Carmine, half her face of emerald scant, her gown, her beauty is the love she doth itself exhibit mine, never end in rhymes, all day and all night, till I lose my mind, conjecturing a climate of unsuspended suns, as poignancy to winter, the shivering fancy turns to a fictitious a country, to palate a cold, not abbreviated of degree, nor a race of latitude, a spit and altitude. Death is a potential to that man who dies, and to his friend beyond that, unconspicuous to anyone but God. Of these two, God remembers the longest, for the friend is integral, and therefore itself dissolved the God. Wow, what, no. Did you ever stand in a cavern's mouth, with of the sun, and look and shudder and block your breath, and deem to be alone in such a place? What horror, how goblin it would be, and fly as 'twere pursuit when you, then loneliness looks so. Did you ever look in a cannon's face, between whose yellow eye and yours the judgment intervened, the question to die, except horizon in your ear, as cool as a satyr's drums. If you remember, and were saved, it's like her. So it seems, but a dream within a dream. Don't put up my thread and needle. I'll begin to sew, when the birds begin to whistle. Better stitches so, there that these were bent. My sight got crooked. When my mind is plain, I'll do seams. A queen's endeavor would not blush to own hems, her hems, too fine for ladies' tracing, to the slickest, to the sightless knot, tucks of dainty inner Persian, like a dotted dot. Leave my needle in the ferrule, where I put it down. I can make the zigzag stitches straight when I am strong. Till then, dreaming I am sewing, fetch of the seam I missed closer. So I, at my sleeping, still sunrise, I stitch, rhyming, empty my heart of thee, a single artery, begin and leave thee out. Simply extinction's date, much below half the sea, on one Baltic, they subtract thyself and play, and not enough of me is left to put away myself. Meaneth the tree, thee erase the root, no tree, thee then no me, the heavens stripped, eternity's vast pocket picked, rhyme and again, till off poppeth my head, forever it composed of nows. 'Tis now a different time, except for infiniteness, and latitude of home. From this experience here, remove the dates, to these let months dissolve in fervor months, and years exhale in years, without debate or pause, or celebrated days no different, or our years would be, from from the ugly. The great storm is over, for have recovered the land, 40 gone down together into boiling sand. Rain for the scant salvation, toll for the bonny soul's neighbor and friend, and bride and bridegroom, spinning upon the shoals, how they will tell the story when winter shake the door, until the childhood urge. But the 40 did they come back no more, than a softness suffuse the story, and a silence the teller's eyes, and the children all fervor question, and only the seat reply. Rhyme after rhyme after rhyme, he found my being, set it up, adjusted it to place, and carved his name upon it, and bade it to the east might be faithful in his absence, and he would come again with equipage of ember, that time to take you home. Rhyme straight off the top of my dome. Whoa. Poetry rhymes right off the top of my dome. He gave away his life to us, gigantic sum, a trifle in his own esteem, but magnified by fame, until it burst the hearts that fancied they could hold, when swift it slipped its limit, and on the heavens unrolled. 'Tis ours to wince and weep and wonder and decay. By blossom's gradual process he chose maturity and quickening, so as we sowed, just abbreviated a bud, and when we turned to note the growth broke perfect from the pod. Well, no. Heaven has different signs to me. Sometimes I think that noon is but a symbol of the place, and when again at dawn a mighty look runs around the world and settles in the hills, and all if it should be like that upon the ignorant steals the orchard when the sun is on, the triumph of the birds, when they together victory make some carnival of clouds, while the rapture of a finished day returning to the west. All these remind us of the place the men call paradise itself be fair, we suppose, but how ourselves shall be adorned for a superior grace not yet our eyes can see. By forever, Emily Dickinson, prayer, a butterfly poem, prayer, where beware. A butterfly poem, prayer, no, there I go.